Angela's story time. You can find magic wherever you look. Sit back and relax. All you need is a book. Today's story is Boris Saves the Show by Carrie, Weston and Tim Warnes. The day that Miss Cluck said there was going to be an end-of-term show, everyone was very excited. At playtime, they could talk of nothing else. Fergus the fox cub wanted to sing. Letitia the rabbit wanted to dance. Maxwell the mole wanted to dress up. And the little mice wanted to do everything. By lunchtime, Boris was feeling worried. He had never been in a show before, and he was rather shy. He wrinkled his hairy, scary, grizzly bear nose nervously and asked, "Who is coming to watch us?" Everyone looked puzzled. Everyone looked at Miss Cluck. "A very special audience indeed," she said. "I'm inviting Miss Webb and her class from Pondside Nursery." She gave the important letter to Maxwell and he posted it, with a little help from Boris. The next day there was great excitement at Pondside Nursery when Miss Webb opened the envelope. She read the invitation out loud. "Please come to our school on Friday for our end-of-term show. Love from Miss Cluck and Class 1. Back in Class 1, it was time to start practicing. Miss Cluck played some notes on the piano. "Do, re, mi, fa, sol," she sang. "Your turn," she said. "So." When Boris sang, all the animals covered their ears. The piano shook. "This just won't do," sighed Miss Cluck. "You're much too loud, Boris dear." "Now let's try some dancing," said Miss Cluck. "2 claps, spin around, leap high and land softly," she said. Letitia clapped, Maxwell spun, Fergus leapt, and Boris landed, but it wasn't at all softly. Thump! "Never mind," spluttered Miss Cluck. "I've got just the job for a big, hairy, scary, grizzly bear." And she put Boris in charge of making the scenery. "Don't forget your apron, dear." Before long, the mice wanted to help too. So while Boris painted a great big sun in the sky, they painted little tiny flowers in the grass. "What a team," said Miss Cluck as she washed the paint from 6 little paws and 2 great big ones. "And now," said Miss Cluck, "we must choose our costumes." The dressing up box was full of interesting things to try on. Tiny hats for the mice, pretty feathers for Letitia, a silly wig for Maxwell, a suit of armour for Fergus, and just enough shiny material to make a superhero cape for Boris. The day of the show arrived. They were just about to have one last practice when the telephone rang. "Hello," said Miss Cluck. "Oh dear, what a shame." She looked very serious as she put down the phone. "Bad news, I'm afraid," she said. "Miss Webb and her class have got stuck in some mud and they won't be able to come to our show after all." The animals gasped. Suddenly, Boris had an idea. With a swish of his cape, he hurried outside. Boris knew a shortcut through the woods. He ran and ran and ran, with his cape flying in the wind until he found Miss Webb and her nursery class. The tractor wheels were stuck fast. The frogs and ducklings looked very glum. Boris pushed. He heaved. He got splattered from head to toe, but he got them out of the mud. "What a hero, Boris," said Miss Webb. "You must be worn out. Hop in the back and I'll give you a ride." There wasn't much room in the trailer, but nobody minded a bit, because they arrived just as the show was about to start. The frogs and ducklings loved the singing, the dancing, and most of all, they loved Boris for saving the show.